What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome into another International Cricket Captain 2016 New Zealand Reborn video. Now, first of all, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who showed their support on the first video. Over 1,000 likes in a day. That is absolutely incredible. But we're back here, same game, taking on India, and things aren't looking too good for us. At the end of the day's play, we will check out our first innings scorecard, but it really was a case of players getting starts and then going and getting themselves out. Now, I have changed a few things around in my recording settings, so hopefully we don't have that lag or that delay or the freezing of the highlights when they do manage to come up. So hopefully that has been fixed. If it isn't, please let me know down in the comments section. As well, let's aim again for 50 likes on this video. That will be awesome. Make sure if you are new, do hit that subscribe button. So we've started off well here, and as I said, we will go and have a look at the first innings scorecard once we get through the... once we get through... hang on, we could just have a look at it now, to be honest. But as we can see, 43 for Latham, 38 for Guptill, 39 for Taylor, 23 for Santner. So players, they went and they got starts, which is the frustrating thing, but just couldn't quite manage to go and kick on. As you would expect in India, Ravi Ashwin bowling majority of the overs. He picked up 4 for 78. So what that meant is basically we were about 215 runs behind. We are still 196 behind on day 3. So we have got a lot of work to do left in this test match, not only to save it, but to try and get, a draw or something similar to that, because it is going to be very hard yakka, especially heading into days 4 and days 5 on a turning Indian pitch. Now, the one thing we do have in our favour that we were forced to follow on is that somehow if we do manage to get a lead of around 100, 150, we can look to declare with about 1.5 sessions left to go. And what that does mean is that the pitch is going to break up. We do have 2 specialist spinners in the side as well, so potentially we could look at somehow managing to sneak through a win. I do know it is a long, long way away, and we do still have a lot of batting left to go. But, we've started off well, and we'll just continue to go and try and peg away. But hopefully, I'm just really hoping that the highlights are all good in this episode, because I was a bit annoyed. Didn't actually check the video once I had recorded it last time. I basically just recorded it. Everything was fine on the recording and just went and sent it out. But now that we've gone, I've changed a few settings, changed the resolution, so hopefully that is going to change things up. And now this is where the issue lies, is that now we've seen the seam bowlers. They've gone and done their thing, but it is the spinners that are now starting to come in. And you probably can see down the bottom after this over, after these highlights have been completed, that the ball is starting to turn quite a fair bit. Just down here, we can see that the pitch is turning. The bounce is still good, so that's something that we can use in our favour, but there is a lot of turn. And with Harbhajan Singh and Ravi Ashwin in the side, we are going to have to be very, very careful against the spinners, especially after this good start that we have gone and got ourselves to. So I probably shouldn't have said that, because I have gone and probably put the mockers on us and jinxed us. And as we can see, just that turn there, that turn and bounce is alive and well. And that was very, very close for Guptill. And I think he has actually been stumped. So that is the first stumping that we have seen on International Cricket Captain 2016. And that's another thing that annoys me. Martin Guptill, he got set 75, obviously a good bit of work by Rahul behind the stumps, but got that start, got to 47, and then has gone and obviously not kicked on, which is a real shame, because it was an area that, we could have gone and headed into stumps on day 3, no wickets down, for about 90 odd on the board. We could have just gone and shut up shop. But as things stand, we are still 113 runs behind. Still 6 sessions of play left to go. So still a lot of time left. So we don't need to go and rush things, which really is what we aren't doing at the moment. We are just playing pretty much inside ourselves and just looking to go and, as I said, pick up the bad ball when it does come and put it away. And that really is all we have to do. And we just need to go and eat through this deficit in little bits. It's the same... Not that I would know, but saving a test match I imagine would be the same, especially if you are, or even a run chase, a big run chase in a test match on a batting pitch that is still very good. You'd have to break it down, you know, into little segments. Obviously, you know, the first 10 runs, the next 10 runs, you know, get to 50, get the team score to this. And that, you know, you would just have to break it down, because if you go out and in your mind you picture, holy crap, we're 250 runs behind in the first innings, what the hell are we going to do? And that, you know, that could have been the same here. We could have gone out with a bad mental state of mind, and, you know, just gone, holy crap, we're 210 runs behind. You know, we're completely out of this game already. The pitch still is good, as I said. The bounce is still good. It is starting to turn a little bit, but if we can go and play through the spinners, then we are going to make things a lot easier on ourselves. So the new ball is due soon. It's due in about 10 overs, well, exactly 10 overs, I should say. But we've moved on to 165 for 1 at lunch on day 4. And the new ball is getting ever closer, so we're just looking to go, and as I said, just hang on in. Whether the new ball will be taken is a good question, and that's something that has happened, you know, on the subcontinent quite often. If the ball is starting to turn and spin a lot of times teams will not take the new ball. That is a great knock from Tommy Latham, 81. Exactly, that is all we could have asked for from him in this situation. So India now, have taken the new ball. And, you know, we're not going to mind that too much, because now that the new ball's here, we do have a slightly new player in Ross Taylor, but obviously very experienced. But if we can go and get through this new ball, which is looking like what we are going to be doing, then we do have ourselves in a good situation. Williamson raises the bat for 50, a very patient 50 at that 181 balls it took him to go and get there. But he has got there in the end, and that is really all that we can ask for. He's played a good innings as well. I must say all of the top 3 have played a very good and very patient innings. In the situation that we were in, they've done exactly as we could ask for. So we'll take that, we'll move on. Ajinkya Rahane into the bowling attack now. So that is a bit of a win for us, a bit of a mental win, that you've got this part-timer Rahane coming in and having a bowl now. Does make it easier for us. And as you can see, the scores are now tied, and with that boundary 4 from Ross Taylor, that is going to see us take the lead, and only 2 runs down is exactly what we could have asked for. So basically now all the runs that we are ahead, we will just add that wicket onto. So essentially now we are 19 for 2, which, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world, especially on this pitch here. As I said, if we can bat through today and look to bat maybe an hour and a half of day 5 and leave India, you know, 200 odd runs to try and chase in the last 2 sessions, or in that last period of play, you know, we are in with a good chance. As I said, the pitch is starting to dry up a little bit. What we do want to try and do, because our seamers have been so good in this game, is probably give us enough time, I would say probably, and this is not going to help if we are going to declare today, which we're probably not going to do because we're not going to have enough runs on the board, but ideally what we would have liked to have done is given ourselves an opportunity to bowl with 2 new balls, because our seamers have been so good in this test match. I believe the spinners have only taken 3 of the 10 wickets so far. The other 7 went to the seamers. 50 for Ross Taylor as well, so he has gone on to make a score. After getting starts in that first innings, I am pleased to see that the players have knuckled down and basically are scoring some runs. That is exactly what we could have asked for. And moving along nicely. Where was this? I just don't know where this was in the first innings, to be honest. A bit more resistance would have been nice. It would have really freed this game up. Probably wouldn't have been following on. It could be the same situation if India did go into bat, though. They could have gone out and scored runs as we have done here. But you never know. We could have gone and picked up a couple of early wickets, could have got down into the middle and lower order, and it could have been all on game day on game 5. That's got to be not out. Surely the impact is outside the line of off stump. As you can see, it's going on to clip off stump, but as the impact is so far outside the line of the stumps, it cannot be given out. So bit of relief there for Williamson to survive that one. That one there is a lot closer, but again given not out by the umpire. This one here again, struck outside the line. Actually, yes, that is a good call by the umpire. A lot of turn, as we can see, so that is a positive sign. If I was Ish Sodhi or Mitchell Santner at the moment in the dressing room, I would be standing there smiling because this ball, coming to the last session of day 5, is going to be turning a long, long way. At the moment, the lead's still under 100, so we don't have anywhere near enough to see us looking at a declaration at this stage. But as I said, if we can get a lead around 150, 170 and leave ourselves about a session and a half, that's roughly about 45 overs. Ideally, it's not going to be enough, but you know, if you do get a couple of wickets with the new ball, I should say, then you are definitely in with a chance. There is a 4 for Williamson. That sees him raise the bat, take the helmet off. 100 for him, coming off 337 balls. So what a time to pick up that 100. That's going to be not out because it's pitching outside the line of leg stump. Only just though. It has struck in line, but pitching outside leg, so that way the ball can not be out. If it's pitching anywhere outside leg stump, it is immediately not out. So that one there, though, surely that is gone. There we go. The umpire raises the finger. The Indians have finally broken this partnership. The ball is pitching. It's going on to clip leg stump. Potentially, if there was DRS and you reviewed that, I would say less than half the ball is actually hitting the stump. So very well made 84 from Ross Taylor. And we do now see Henry Nicholls come in. So it'll be interesting to see what does happen here now. There is still like 2.5 sessions left to go. Would be nice for Nicholls to get some runs. I really would like to try and develop him into a good middle order player in this New Zealand Reborn side. But if you're going to be doing stuff like that, Henry Nicholls, then you're probably not going to have a spot in the side next time around. He's gone for 4, stumped. His bad test match continues. I don't think he scored many runs in the first innings either. And we are moving towards the 3rd new ball of the innings. It has almost been 160 overs. I was going to say 180 overs, but 160 overs that we have been batting for this 3-3-7. So it has been a very patient innings, as I said, from a lot of these guys. And they are definitely going and getting the job done. 126, that is exactly what we want. That lead, as I said, just continues to grow. But there is still 2 sessions left to go, so I'm not really confident in declaring with this total on the board. If we get somewhere up towards 170, I think, then we could be in, with a bit of a chance. We just need to make sure that there probably isn't enough time for India to win this game, because we have done a lot of hard work looking to go and secure the draw. Again, I don't think the new ball has been taken by the Indians. So again, a ploy used quite often on the subcontinent, especially when the ball is turning quite a lot, is to leave that old ball. They have gone and taken it now. The turn and the bounce has gone down. It is the lowest it has been in this game. It's the lowest that it can get to as well. So that is positive for us. We head into lunch on day 5 up 161 runs, essentially 161 for 4. At this stage, and there goes Williamson's fine innings. It has finally come to an end. 129 of 408 balls. So absolutely incredible patience from the Kiwi captain to get us through, as I said, to that total. There's 170 on the board now. So what I might do is just run this down. Alright, I'm going to be a bit brave and declare here. So 181 is needed for the Indians. Remember, the bounce, the turn is sharp, the bounce is uneven. So this is perfect. You know, Trent Boult and Tim Southey getting a bit of turn. This is perfect for those guys, and it has paid off. We've got a catch. First ball. I'm not too sure who that was. Kane Williamson, the captain. It was a brave, as I said, a very brave decision to actually go and declare with a total so low. But with the pitch bounce being so even and the spin being sharp, you know, we could potentially look at going and stealing this victory here. We do need to make sure that we don't go and lose it, obviously. But I think 169 runs in just over a session is going to be a bit of a tough ask. And I do think getting 9 wickets in a session as well is going to be tough. So we do need to try and make sure that we can get one of these 2 at least back in the hut before we do go and break for tea. Otherwise, we will be putting ourselves in a little bit of a hard space just to go and try and pick up the victory. So I've kind of run out of things to talk about, to be honest. I honestly did not think that we were going to be able to survive and bat for that long as we did. But we did manage to do it. Some players went and got some starts. As I said, I was happy with the way the guys performed with the bat compared to the first innings. Guys who got starts went on and continued to score those runs. We aren't going to pick up that other elusive wicket before the tea break. India get 50. We still do have 2 balls left to go, though. I do apologise. They're going to get 54. That one's been nudged by Rahane. They could even get 58, to be honest, but it has gone. So 127 needed in the last session. New Zealand need 9 wickets, which is probably a little bit unrealistic, but, you know, stranger things have happened. New Zealand did pick up 9 wickets against Pakistan in a test match recently. We're going to go and try... I think we've got to try the spin. Obviously, the turn now is quite sharp. India are very good players of spin bowling though, but who knows? We could just get something to turn, just get something to do a little bit. Hopefully that is the case, and hopefully we can manage to go and try and pick something up. I must say, India have been quite aggressive in this run chase as well, so we do need to, as I said, be careful that we don't lose it here. We don't lose it from this situation, especially with all the hard work we have done with the bat. So I'm not sure if Sodhi is the guy really that we should be bowling at this stage. I wanted to keep the seamers on, but obviously with the ball turning as much as it is, you just got to play that spinner. You got to get him in and try and get him involved in the game. Just try and get something, you know, just a bat pad, you know, a little edge. It's just what you want. But India, they are such good players of spin, as I said, that it does make it just a little bit difficult. Under 100 runs needed. As I said, I don't think India are going to go and get there, but who knows? They could go out and play absolutely aggressive in these last few overs. That is 50 for Rahane as well, coming off just 64 deliveries. So, as we said, India are still looking to win this game. They're still looking to win this test, and Rahane is going about that the right way, playing very aggressively but very safe. And Ish Sodhi, come on, man, you got to get me some wickets. I picked you in the side because we've gone to India. We need some spinners. And you just haven't done it for me at all. Just no wickets. You're coming off. You're coming out of the attack. We need Santner. We need something. 79 runs. Just over an hour left to go. So it is, as I said, still possible for the Indians to win this game. So I might go back to the seam bowling option sooner rather than later. Just because things aren't looking too good here. Please just give that out, umpire. Yes! You beauty! We've got it. It pitched just in line. It's come back. And there's the first, hopefully, of 9 wickets in this session. I am holding my hopes a little bit high, but it could happen. It potentially could happen. With Virat Kohli coming in, probably not. But, as I said, stranger things have happened. Pakistan lost 9 in an innings not too long ago. And there is a nice 6 from Virat Kohli as well. So, holy crap, they only need 58. We need to go defensive on our field, boys. I think India are going to win this test. I think I've left it too short. I don't think I've left us enough runs. What a stupid declaration that was. Only 57. Oh, yes. Give that out, LBW umpire. You beauty. All right, we're back in this. With the defensive field, we are back in this. 2 wickets have fallen now in the session. Murali VJ out LBW. And we're in not in cruise control by any stretch of the imagination. India only need bloody 57 runs off 59 minutes. That's only a run a minute. They are definitely still in with a chance of this game. I think it may be too little too late for us to secure the win. But as I said, stranger things have happened. We could get on a bit of a roll. That one there pitched outside, struck outside the line as well, and the spin actually going to miss. So that is a big, big no-no. A good call by the umpire to give that one not out, because there is no way that one there was going on. Outside edge, down to third man. Doesn't carry though. No slips in. Obviously, a more defensive field that we have set now. Had there been a slip there, still not sure if it would have carried. But do need to be careful. Virat Kohli. India are going to win this game. I think I've left the declaration about 40 to 50 runs short of what I really should have done. On a pitch that's supposed to be turning sharply, I am a bit disappointed with the lack of turn that there has been. We're going to keep Trent Bolton. Going to bring Southee back in too, even though he has been expensive today. But I think these two guys need to bowl the last few overs. And with every 4 and every run, India do get closer to that total of 181 that they do need. We have gone straight through Kohli, so there's another wicket. Again, to get 6 wickets in the last half an hour, probably not going to happen, but hopefully we can somehow manage to hang on and pick up the draw. That would be the goal at this stage. I'm not sure whether India can go and request like the extra half an hour to try and win the game. They might not need it, to be honest. They do only need 20 runs. So we need to stop leaking some boundaries because there are only 15 minutes that are left to go. And boundaries are absolutely killing us at the moment. I think we might. They need 11. 11 off the last 2. Oh, God. There's 6. Oh, that's over half of them. What a grandstand finish we're having here, folks. That one there's been edged. And it's taken. The drama goes into the last over. It's going to be Trent Boult to bowl it. And India only need 3 runs left to get. Boult is exhausted. He's on his feet. And India, oh my God, have won this test match off the third to last ball. Would you believe it? India win by 5 wickets. And what a basically 3 days of cricket we have gone and experienced here. I'm going to wrap things up, guys. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. This has been Cliffy, your King of Career Mode, signing out.